This lake was beautiful and water was clear and they had all rocky shores, beaches for miles and all the fish the fishermen could possibly get, and they had a good grade fish. But after the flooding, like the grade of the fish just went totally down, and the fishing, the economy of the fishing was just about to the point of shutting down.
You know, it was really heartbreaking to see the men and women of my community be independent and then just their livelihoods absolutely wiped out.
It's important to provide to these communities the ability to, as much as possible, be less dependent on external support for their food supplies. And there are ways in which this can be done by developing a practice of farming, by allowing some communities to purchase at subsidized prices the oil they require, the equipment they require to practice the hunting, the fishing that they've been practicing traditionally, and betting more on country foods. Many communities are unable to feed themselves as they have in the past because of the high prices of the equipment, because of the loss of knowledge, and of course because of the destruction of the ecosystems. So there are many things to be done, but what is clear to me is that the current situation is not one that can be tolerated further.
Younger generations, they don't know what it was like before the flood, and when we come together, we talk about ways and things that we did as children, and the change in in the land and how we lived and how we just lived off the land mainly.
That's very interesting. We kill beavers, muskrats, bear, goose.
Okay, what did you do with the muskrat?
We cooked them. We skinned them, stretched them,
They're all up
dried
there.
them.
See, look at.
Cooking them.
Beaver is a hard-working animal. They work. You can build a house in one day.
Beaver.
Right?
Everybody's going to take a turn to pound it. Hold on to it.
You just put it in a little sack, canvas sack,
Yeah.
so that jeans is good to use. Denim or canvas.
Then after we finish, we're going to make some pemmican. Okay, whose turn? Next, please.
Me.
Not everybody at once.
I
We
said
only
it
got
first.
one
I'm
hammer.
here first.
Let this, Maddie.
I will.
At that time when my mom used to make pemmican, she used to use moose lard or caribou lard. And how she made that was with ribs in the bones. She used to pound those ribs and bones and boil them, and she used to take the top of the grease from the tail or boil it to the bottom, and then that's what she used to make pemmican. And here we go. This is a cocoa sheep meat. Mustos of meat.
That's a substitute. The lard is a substitute from the natural.
Natural, because we don't have no moose lard or caribou lard.
So touch my craft.
Now, see how it goes? Okay, we'll make this. Shirley, pour some in here.
Okay, now they used to add berries to this. Oh, oops. Is that okay? I got
Yeah.
some liquid in there.
Yeah, that's all right.
But they used to add berries, and this
Yeah.
is very nutritious.
Yeah.
Cabbage. And they add a little. Cranberries are very soury taste, right? And they'll add a little bit of sugar to sweeten it a little bit. Here comes Evelyn with the sugar.
Okay, that should be enough.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a really
And you
sweet
guys will
meat.
sample this with the berries.
Cabbage.
It's a really sweet meat, kind of.
You need to
Yeah,
put more sugar
it
in
adds.
it.
I put my face on
because
there.
the berries
Is
are
it like a treat?
very,
I want to tell them that my name is Joseph.
They
Hard
call
nugget.
it takohemina
So you
in
know.
free. I don't know how to say it in English.
Yeah, I don't know.
Water?
There, that's done. Now we can all sample it.
By eating it?
Yeah.
That's a sample maybe.
Throwing yourself or with the feathers.
Yeah,
If
this
you're
is
gonna have
really
a
good.
sample.
This is good.
Take a pinch and taste it.
That's awesome.
Good. This is really good.
Really good.
See, everybody saying
That this meat that we were making,
pounded meat.
pounded meat we were making, helps you to not have that much diarrhea and
Or
stuff,
stomachache.
and no stomach ache.
The one mixed with berries.
Yeah, the one mixed with berries helps you and your body. And I've also learned that it doesn't hurt to get your hands dirty once in a while, and that sometimes it's okay just to have some fun.
Ako mawaskoy. Ego nagatiot skoit posaga na itatsik. Maske ka po gano na kuminawa. Ego minagayo timid sa kaya sirinyo kikati kaya tsik.
And long time ago, people used to use that birch. It's a birch bark tree, and then they take it off and they can make tea with it. And also, it was used for medicine. Tansa isn't very vegan, ma?
Diarrhea when nagayat.
And you understand that one, eh? When you have diarrhea, so they
Ay
drink that tea.
minumagita patan. Ay wasa. Kapo na ganit. 3 times to that. Yeah, not
Put it
turn
on
it,
and scrape it. Just to make
And
this
throw it on Cameron's face.
That's
The dessert?
for after, but underneath there's more smoked and fried fish. Because I want that one, I'm gonna go get it. It's less smoke for me.
Right here, you have to make a line straight down. The back? Yeah, you connect your 2 lines.
Don't be scared to get your hands dirty.
Where it's stopping, that's the bone there. Cut it up, cut it right here.
Set your snare this up in it. Your thing will drop. Why is that? The loop is too big.
I'm gonna go pick berries. I hope I fill all this today or not.
Right now in South Indian Lake, we're trying to bring gardening back. Like, this town used to have lots of gardening projects back in the day, but after the flooding and hydro and that, all that went away, and we all settled on this side of the island.
We're gonna make posters about diabetes, the signs and symptoms of diabetes, how it looks like, the risk factors of diabetes. You're gonna tell people that you check your blood sugars. Our normal blood sugar should be 4 to 7. And everything works good when our sugars are 4 to 7, right? And, okay, Violet, and I'll keep your picture. So you're gonna show the adults sitting over there. You're gonna tell them about your picture, okay?
I'm sorry. No problem.
That's how I figured it's definitely not market.
Kind of roast, brisket, mussel, mostly fry and roast, all labeled. They have the time, they ground some and package it. And it's all frozen at the lodge before it comes here. Then they package it in these boxes.
The only time we get moose meat is when these people from South Indian leave to Big Sand Lodge. They provide moose meat for people that can provide for themselves.
We have to learn about like different types of foods and how it affects our health, and it's like quite interesting to learn about like the different aspects of how our life could come out. Like when we want to eat, we eat fat foods and we don't even realize that it's not healthy for us. And when we want to eat, we could eat healthy snacks and, you know, maintain a healthy body. Yeah, I found it very interesting and fun and exciting.
Idin Tumitsuin program started with the vision of bringing together communities' individual and seasonal food harvesting and youth training activities under the same umbrella. Now people have more opportunities to hunt, fish, harvest medicine, and more access to culturally appropriate healthy diet all the year round. Through this program, elders and food champions are teaching the youth all kinds of traditional food harvesting skills. The food that they bring is stored and distributed to elders, single mothers, and low-income families. They're feeding 300 to 400 people every month through this program.
We want to start distributing as soon as possible, probably next week. I mean, we're going to start distributing to the elders, widows, single mothers. Jennifer Linklater has the distribution list.
I really applaud the work that's being done here. I see the huge community involvement that has spent nights filleting incredible loads of fish, beautiful fish in this area, and it's the most healthy, the freshest local food. It's the environmental sustainable solution. You can see the fish heads, which are wonderful health resources that are local, and it brings people out fishing. Berry picking and the gardening aspects add a further nutritional and physical activity component. It's the way to deal with the food insecurity.
I do think that the key priority for these communities is to be able to regain control over their food systems.
The reason why I'm doing this is so I can learn more about my culture, because our people used to be off the land. We didn't depend on hydro, we didn't depend on anything, we just self-sufficient people. And it would be great if we can get some of that back.